One, and there it is. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D-generation. Oh, I'm sorry, I got a little carried away there.
I always go there too.
But y'all know what's coming.
The Insurance Bro Show is a podcast for agents who want to grow their agency and be titans of the insurance industry. Learn from a panel of experts who share their agency struggles, their experiences with the nation's best carriers, and share the marketing secrets that successful insurance agents are using today. Now, here's your host, the Insurance Bro, James Cias.
The Insurance Bro. I love it, man. Always big, huge thank you to my good buddy, Alex Gomez. What is it? I forgot what is it, how to find him on Instagram, but if we can find him, we'll tag him. Before we jump into the show, please, everybody, quick reminder to subscribe on whichever platform it is that you're catching us on today. Give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe, and drop a review, and help other like-minded insurance agents find value from our guests who skipped out on us today as we rise up in those podcast rankings. I will sincerely appreciate every single one of you for it. And if you want to be a guest on the show, don't bail. I would love to have you on and learn from you as well. Go to www.insurancebrosshow.com/guest and schedule your time slot. And don't forget to follow me on all social media at Insurance Bro Show. So today, calling all mortgage lenders. If you are a mortgage lender, you're going to want to tune in today because we got some fun stuff for you. This is what we were talking about all weekend, Sunday anyway, during our planning session, having a lot of fun talking about the ways that we can help you.
So today was the first day that I actually sat down and started implementing a piece of this entire puzzle, right? So part of the piece, let's just break it down.
Let's break it down
so that people can get an idea as to what we're doing. So it's very, very simple. We were looking at mortgage professionals as some of our strategic partners.
Always,
so how can we get bring value essentially to these mortgage professionals?
Because what is it always want to lead with value, right?
Always lead with value. So first and foremost, we know people don't want to buy stuff. Like if you're trying to sell them something, it ain't going to work. It's not what they're into right now, right? They're busy. They're doing a lot of loans right now as far as buying a home. They're doing a lot of loans as far as refis. So what value can we bring to them? And you started thinking about salespeople in general, not just mortgage professionals, but just salespeople in general. What's the couple things that we fall off on when it comes to growing our business? First and foremost,
I know.
Go.
Follow up.
Most salespeople suck at follow up, right? And it's not, and us included. We have to make sure that we put systems in place so that we continue with the follow up process.
Right.
Part of that follow up process are asking for things like reviews and testimonials.
Yes.
So step one, calling all mortgage professionals. How would you like for a company like ours to come in and provide you with more testimonials and more reviews? So in other words, think about why is that valuable? Think about a client who's looking you up, right? Somebody says, hey, you should go to James for your mortgage. So what are you going to do? You're going to hop online, you're going to look for James, and you're going to look at how well he's doing in business. This is where Yelp reviews and Google reviews come in very handy. Because if I'm competing between, X agent, Y agent, and Z agent to get my loan done, and I see X agent has 150 reviews, all 5 stars, and the other 2 don't have any reviews, who are you going to go with? Think about when you buy something on Amazon.
Yep.
Right? You're going to get, I don't know, a fidget spinner, right? I play with these in my hand because I fidget all the time, try to stop myself from shaking my legs.
I'm over here tying knots in my
it's my cord. Fidget, right?
Yeah.
But if you go online and look up a fidget spinner, how many different companies are out there?
There's a million.
A million of them. So how do you choose the one that you're going to work with? You look for the one with the most reviews, most positive 100%. Reviews.
And this works on the insurance side of things. This works for mortgage lenders. This definitely works for everybody who's in the service-based industry. The more reviews that you have, the higher you're going to show up on search results, first of all, and the more people are going to trust you, the more credibility that you're going to have just by having those extra reviews.
I got to make sure that I'm doing this part too.
Oh, what's that part?
So, would you like more reviews and testimonials, right? So for our mortgage professionals, this is our initial pitch to them. It's like, okay, look, I know that you want to grow your business. So would you like us to help you get more reviews and more testimonials? Chances are you're going to hear a yes. That opens the door to move into this particular situation, right? Or you're going to get something like, yeah, but I don't have money to do this right now. I can't be buying anything.
Yep.
Perfect.
Why is that perfect?
Because we're not going to charge you. As a matter of fact, we're going to pay you. We're looking to partner with mortgage companies and we're going to set it up so that we can pay them. And I know you insurance people are thinking, how is that? Damn! Yep. How is that possible? Well, let's move on to the next part. Okay. So number one is when you partner with us, mortgage professionals, to help you with your insurance agency, we're going to include reviews and testimonials as part of your page. But the other thing that we're going to get is we're going to get you referral business. Why is referral business important? Well, first of all, I mean, referrals. How valuable is a referral to a particular business?
I mean, priceless, right? We all know that the number one, the best way to get business is always going to be either repeat business or referrals. If somebody tells, if one of my customers tells their buddy, hey, talk to James, he's my insurance guy, he's going to take care of you, right? They have that. I instantly have credibility. I immediately have my reputation precedes me, right? Because this person that I helped is telling somebody else how awesome I am. So in the case of mortgage lending, it's going to be the same thing. When you've done well, when you've done good service for somebody and they tell their friends about you, that's the strongest and best kind of business that you can get.
But again, we're talking to salespeople here. And what's the thing that we forget to do after we've closed the transaction? We don't follow up and we don't ask for a referral. So
Dude, I almost had you.
Right? That's exactly, you almost had it. So our system does exactly that. So first of all, we're already reaching out to your clients that you've already serviced, and we're going to get you testimonials. We're going to get you reviews. On top of that, we're going to ask for that referral business because you know what? You're a mortgage professional. Right now that I hear every single one of my mortgage professionals that I work with are saying the same thing. Interest rates are low. Interest rates are low. So we're going to get you some more referral business, even though I know you're probably busy right now. Then after we get you some more referral business, we're also going to get you something that's almost as important. You know what that is?
What's that?
That is more repeat business. Look, let's face it. The life of a transaction when it comes to real estate, right? A life of a transaction, you're going to refi, you're going to buy a new home once every like 7 years. So if you're in that kind of profession, and how are you going to get repeat business? Well, you know, a year ago, a year and a half, 2 years ago, the interest rates weren't the same as they are right now. Right now, we have a phenomenal situation for where people can save some extra money. So when we're talking to the client here, we're going to ask them at this point, right? Is there a way that we can save you money? Are you willing to save some money here? Right. So we're talking about two different ways that we're going to do this. One is going to be a repeat business so that we can get that mortgage professional their repeat refinance if they need to, or if they're going to be selling or whatever their situation is to repeat the business. The second thing, right. And the second thing, which is more important, is we're going to offer the client the ability to save money. Now, one could be the refi. The other can be, and you guessed it, if you're in the insurance space, we're going to requote your homeowner's policy. Because there's a possibility that we can get a better rate. There's a possibility that we can get you lower premiums. There's a possibility of all kinds of things at that point. Maybe if we bundle your stuff with your home and auto, maybe if we get you that umbrella policy, we're saving you some money in the long term. So when we're sitting talking to this client for the mortgage professional, it's about testimonials, first of all, testimonials and reviews. It's about getting that referral business. It's about getting that repeat business. And it's about saving that client some extra money. Now,
you know what I just thought about?
What you just thought about?
We should be practicing the perfect webinar.
Oh, of course we should. Of course we should. But,
but anyway, what were you going to say?
Yeah. Oh, well, I was going to go with, so all these things that we're offering the mortgage professional, that when you come in and talk to us, when we sit down and talk to you, we're looking for these types of individuals who are looking to get more repeat and referral business, who want more testimonials, who want more reviews, right? Now, the question always comes up, Ham, how much does it cost?
How much does it cost? Well, for us, zero.
$0.
$0.
So first of all,
Absolutely free.
let's break down some numbers because people like to see some numbers, right? So
Ooh, should I pull
while
up
I'm
our
talking, yeah,
spreadsheet?
you're gonna talk about this little spreadsheet here. So let's share some numbers with you guys. First of all, let's think about your normal mortgage office. I'm not talking individual producer. I'm talking about an office of loan officers that are producing some transactions for the month. So in talking to some agents, doing an office doing about 50 loans is pretty fair to see. 50 loans within an office to be done. So what we're going to be talking about here is, first of all, how much is repeat and referral business worth for you? Let's assume that the commission on a loan is going to be somewhere around $4,000 to $6,000. Let's just use a $6,000 revenue for this example. So let's say
$1,000 on what?
on a loan. Let's say
Okay.
the cash flow on it is $6,000, right? The commission on it is $6,000. Front end, back end, whatever you want to call it, it's $6,000 commission. Cool. So you're gonna do this commission on a $6,000 loan. Let's say you do 50 loans a month, right? We figure we're gonna get you at least 10 new loans a month just because we're calling all your people, whether it's repeat or referral business, right? So that's already a nice chunk
Hell
of
yeah.
change that's coming into your business just by bringing us on. And we haven't charged you anything, right? We're not charging you anything on the sales. Now, what about, and by the way, this is repeat referral and through testimonials, right? So what about all the people who show up online and are not clicking on your name because you don't have any referral business? So that's why we figure about a 20% increase in your business just from picking up the phone and calling your past clients, just from asking testimonials and just for asking for referrals. We figure we can increase your bottom line a significant amount. Now, the thing about mortgages and the thing about real estate and the thing about those kinds of loans is they're one and dones, right? You do the work, you get the commission, and it's over. You have to go out and hunt again to get that next time of business, that next amount of business. And here's the beauty about the insurance side, right? Here's the beauty about having a PNC license. You're going to get paid as a mortgage professional, right? You're going to get paid every single year or every 6 months or every month, whatever it is when the policy renews, as long as that policy stays on the books, right? And so here's the most amazing part. The reason why we're not going to charge mortgage professionals anything to get started in this program is because A, we're already making the money on the front end. B, we're going to make them some extra cash on the back end. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, wait, you can't pay a mortgage professional a commission. That's not how it works. You can't like this. You don't have a license. You can't do that. That is why the only commitment we ask for our mortgage professionals is to partner with us in our Mike Russ Financial Training Center to take a 7-day course. So you get all the pre-licensing hours that you need, take the state exam, pass the state exam, and now we've provided you with an additional revenue source from your clients.
All right. I love it. I love it. So going back to it, I mean,
show me some numbers, right? Show me some numbers.
It's all about the numbers, right? This is a great idea. This is all just, but it's just an idea, but you want to hear numbers. So when we were talking this weekend, one of the things that we were talking about was, let's say 50 loans a month coming through an office, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 50 loans a month coming through an office equates to 600 loans throughout the year. And we said, you know what? Let's say we can get 20% to leave you a Google review, right? That gives you 120 Google reviews. And out of the people that leave you a Google review, let's say we can get 10% to either refinance with you or to refer a friend. So all of this, the way that we're looking at it is an additional 24 loans per year. And that's just your own business, just doing everything that you normally do. We're going to get you more reviews, and we're going to get you at least 120 reviews and, roughly 24, 25 new loans per year.
The goal, the target.
If that was all that we were doing, would it be worth it?
If I had a bell, I would ring it. Ding, 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 ding.
All right. That's where we need the, what did you call it?
Discount tracks?
The thing Joe Pardo had.
Yep. That's where we need the.
Yep.
I forgot
anyway, all right. So if that's all we did, if all we did was get you 120 reviews per year and 24 more loans, and it didn't cost you anything, would it be worth it?
Show me the
There you go. That's good enough. That's good enough. So of course it would be worth it, but we're not a charity. We're not trying to do this for free. We need to get something out of it. So that's when we introduce the insurance to it. So our goal is to reach out to your customers and talk to them about saving money. So we're going to tell them, hey, why not by the end of this call, we're going to put $50 back in your pocket.
100
Right?
bucks.
$100 back in your pocket. Whatever the case might be, because we already know, since you're the lender, you already have their insurance information. Secret. You had it already. You did their loan last year. You have that on file somewhere. So we got to figure out what that is. Going back to it, and we now know what they were paying last year, so we can talk to them and make sure that we have a good policy that's going to either match or beat their coverages and price, right? Because we don't sell just on price. It's all about the coverages. And so if you partner with us and get that insurance license, are we ready to talk numbers?
Let's talk numbers. As
Here we
always,
go. That's all that really matters. There's our numbers. So
you're gonna have to make that bigger. I think a little bit.
yeah, that's about as big
Oh, no,
as I
that's
can.
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
My bad. I will take off
All
the
right.
banner. That's what will work.
There you go. There you
Oop.
go. All right. So we've got a total of 10 loans coming through your office, right? What we're doing here is we're calling all of these customers. We're calling all of these people back in. Our idea, our thinking is that we can probably get, what did we say? 40%. If you're doing 50 loans per month, and we're calling those people from last year that you did all of those loans with last year, and we know when their policy is coming up for expiration because that's when you close the loan. When you close the loan, they bought their house. That's when their insurance is coming up for renewal, more than likely. So we know when we need to reach out to them. So we start reaching out to them, and we get to them, and we sell 40%. We close 40% of insurance deals. That gives us about 20 per month. Now, if we only sell, here's where we get to play with some numbers. If we only sell the homeowner's policy, nothing else, and we're concentrating right here on this line. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it. What's a good color? Green is a good color.
There you go.
So we're concentrating on this line right here. If all we do is sell a $1,000 homeowner's policy, that's going to net you an extra $12,000 a year in your office if we're closing 20 of these every month.
And that
But
ain't
here's-
bad.
And that's not bad. That's just an extra $12,000 for you, and you don't have to do anything other than get your license. Don, how much does it cost to get an insurance license?
Probably like $500-600 total, including state fees.
Including state fees, $500-600. So your initial investment is $500 to $600 to get your license, and then you can make $12,000 on top of that. If all we do is sell the homeowner's policies
From previous clients, by the way.
from previous clients. Now, at the same time that we're trying to sell these insurance policies, we're getting you 120 Google reviews. We're getting you 2 extra loans every month for a total of 24 new loans every single month.
So what we're
It's
talking about here, what you see on the spreadsheet here is just the mortgages. If you go out and get your insurance license, it's just your office's insurance policies. This is the money you'd earn just on insurance revenue alone. That does not include those repeat and referral business. That does not include the extra business that comes in because of your reviews or because of your testimonials.
Yep.
All that is extra stuff on top because we want to make sure that we bring you value. This is where we make our money, and this is the extra revenue that comes in. And here's the beauty of this. This is residual. This is coming in every single
That's what I was
year.
going to get to.
This is money that you don't have to work for because we are doing all the work for you. We're calling the client. We're rewriting policies. We're shopping out and cross-selling. We're doing everything you need to do. However, in order to pay you, you need a license.
Yep.
Which is your only requirement. But if you do that, Ham, what happens in year 2? What happens in year 3? What happens in year 4?
In year 2, it doubles. And in year 3, it just continues to go up by that same amount, assuming that we keep all of those policies on the books, which homeowners insurance has some of the highest retention rates because most of the time people just set it and forget it. So as long as we're maintaining, not to mention, we now I have the numbers. We have a 98% retention rate as of what was it, October of this year. So we haven't done the numbers yet for November, but it's looking good. So we maintain all of these policies. These things stay on the books. As you see, you go by the end of year 5, you have an extra 60 grand in your pocket
coming in. Now, again, here's the beauty of building especially for you mortgage professionals. Right now, the market is hot. Do you know for sure that next year the market will be just as hot? Do you know that for sure that next year you're going to be having the same amount of clients coming in? Maybe, maybe not. If you are, great. This is extra money that you can go on vacation with, that you can, buy a car, you can make sure that your lease is paid on your office, whatever it's going to be. But if it is not, right? If the market changes and you're having trouble in the mortgage industry, guess what? You have your existing clientele that you are already earning revenue on a regular basis. And that's the magic, I think, for most insurance or for most mortgage professionals. It's how do you get a client to continue to pay you after the deal's over?
There you go.
This is the magic. This is how it works.
And this is actually what I was journaling about too. If I am a mortgage lender, what do I know, fear, and struggle with? First of all, most of my sales are one time, right? In order to keep making money, I need to keep selling. There's no residual income in loans. Retirement to me as a mortgage lender means careful investing, means every time I make money, I have to make sure to put some away for my retirement. Retirement doesn't come from closing loans because there's no residual income. So what we're talking about right now, this is something that's going to set up your residual income. Now, as I keep saying, this is if we only sell the homeowners policies, but as insurance agents, we don't want to only sell the homeowner's insurance policy. We know as insurance agents that most homeowners are dangerously underinsured. How many homeowners out there are running around on state minimum 1530, right? It's crap, and nobody, especially homeowners, should be running around on that. So we will educate the customers, make sure that they know that you, the mortgage lender, sent us over to them to make sure that they are properly covered and protected in their home and all of their assets. So we're going to make sure that they have not just the homeowner's policy, but a good auto insurance policy that's going to cover them for most situations, pretty much like the worst case scenario type of situations. And on top of that, we're going to throw an umbrella insurance policy to make sure that they have at least $1 million in coverage in all of their various liability risks and exposures.
They're protected.
Exactly. They're protected. So this average premium goes from $1,000 to, let's say, $3,500. And now watch what happens to those numbers. We're still looking at this same line, 20 loans per month. This is how many we think we can close easily. And now at the end of year 1, you got an extra $43,000. And this is with us doing all of this work. What do you need to do as a mortgage lender?
Get a license.
Get a license.
That is all.
That's it.
That's it. It's a simple part. And here's what I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, I don't know if I can move, if I can do that, or I don't know if my company will allow it. Think of what the big people are doing. State Farm, for example. Guess what they have? They do loans. Do you know why? They do it because it's a retention tool. Look at USAA. There's a lot of different companies out there that are doing both the mortgages and the insurance side of it. Why? Because one has a big paycheck. The commission is awesome on the loan side. One paycheck done. It's like selling life insurance for those of you who sell life insurance. You get big paychecks that come in on a regular basis. Those are awesome. But then the sale is done. How do you maintain the client going forward? If you're a mortgage office, how do you ensure that these clients come back to you on a regular basis? There has to be a retention tool that keeps them coming back. And I'm sorry, but the mortgage just isn't sexy enough for them to come back on a regular basis. It's rare that people do come back on a regular basis for a lot of different things. But Insurance is one of those things that you must have. The bank requires that you have it. The state requires that you have it, right? And then once we educate you, your family's going to require that you have the coverages that you need to make sure that you maintain all these things. So these are things that they have to have. And if we keep them in-house, right? And here's the problem that always happens is you always want to partner with somebody, but that person's out there doing their own thing. That person's over there in the mortgage side doing their own thing. They don't really communicate.
Or you try and hire them in-house and you don't have the experience to teach them.
That's what gets crazy, right? Bringing on employees is tough. It's not the easiest thing in the world. So what did we do? So here's the whole thing. That's why when we're talking about this, when we approached this whole episode about it, we started off with the testimonials, the referrals, and the repeat business, because that's really what it comes down to. It's we're providing you a valuable service that you should be doing anyways. Now let's face it, if you're a mortgage professional and you pick up the phone every single day and you call your existing clients from last year and you do reviews and you're doing all the prospecting you're supposed to be doing, you're going to get more. You're going to get your own testimonials if you ask. You're going to get your own reviews if you ask, and you're going to get repeat and referral business if you ask. But here's the dilemma: is if you're running a mortgage office, not every one of your mortgage professionals is doing that. And if you do bring somebody on, are you going to bring them on just to do the repeat and the referral business? Because we can do that for you and generate you another income stream. And that's the key. This is where we always try to. Ever since we were young bucks, and the very first book we read when it comes to business was Robert Kiyosaki, and he talks about exiting the rat race. If you're in mortgages, we briefly talked about you have no exit strategy. You're thinking, oh, you know what? I'm going to sell this practice going forward. Well, guess what? A lot of real estate practices, a lot of insurance practices, a lot of these different books of businesses are worth nothing because you're selling you, and you are not worth buying once you leave the industry. Right? Clients are going to come back to you. However, if you have systems in place, if you have a process in place that's generating revenue and you can hire people to implement the system, then you have a sellable business. Then you have something that's bringing you cash flow. And maybe you input or you plop in a CEO to run your company or managers to operate your systems or whatever that choice is that you want to do, whether it's sell the company or exit the company or a combination of both. These types of systems give you the opportunity to do that. Like, let's say, for example, the market tanked and it didn't do so well and you're not writing loans right now and it's really hard on you, or you had an injury or whatever the case may be. If you have this residual income coming in, that's the safety net. Most people, when they think of retirement, think of an age, right? I'm going to retire when I'm 65 or 62, 67, whatever that number is to you. Retirement is not an age problem. It's a cash flow problem. And what we're presenting to mortgage professionals here is a solution to their cash flow problem on top of generating more revenue for themselves in their existing business.
It's a solution to the cash flow problem. I like it. That might be it.
It's a solution to the cash flow.
That might be the one big thing, the one big domino. You know, if you are a mortgage lender, if you are a loan officer, we definitely want to hear from you. What is the one big thing that you're worried about in your business? Are we nailing it? Are we talking about the things that really matter to you? Or is this all garbage?
In our own head.
Is this all in our own head? Yeah, exactly. Does none of this matter to you? We definitely want to know. We would love some feedback because as we think about it from an outside perspective, from an insurance mindset, this is just a huge boon. This is just something awesome that we can do together, that we can do for you to solve that cash flow problem, to help you be able to retire at some point. Because like we keep saying, the loans, it's a one-time thing. You don't get the residual income from any of that. So if you're being smart and putting money away, you know, investing in real estate yourself or investing in the stock market or whatever it is whatever investment vehicle that you choose, you know, that's great. That's awesome. But if you're not doing any of those things, you're not setting yourself up for retirement. This is something that we can help you with, and like you said, solve the cash flow problem, help you set yourself up for retirement. I mean, what we're looking at, this spreadsheet that we're looking at, is a 5-year projection of what we could do with 20 loans per month, converting 20 loans per month from just being loans to being loans plus insurance.
And that's a huge jump.
And that's a huge jump. 5 years, just 20 loans, you have an extra almost $220,000 per year.
And remember, you're not doing anything different. You're not changing your processes in your office. You're not doing any of that stuff. Now, we're going to present you with some scripts that you can use because this is all past clients that we're talking about, but we'll give you some scripts to help you, get some of those new in-house clients, give you the options. You can't force insurance on anybody, but how you present things and how you frame things are always vitally important. So we'll provide you with that information to help you grow your insurance business ahead of time, because that's really the key. Look, you can't get out of loans. You can't walk away from that. How do you pay for your benefits? It all comes out of pocket. Let us help you solve that cash flow problem. That's really what we're all about. That's what the Business Bros does. That's what the Insurance Bros do. That's how we operate a business. This is how we love to run businesses, where you get an extra cash flow and income stream coming in the door without having to change a lot of the stuff. Let us show you what's the power of what systems can do and help your business. Just follow what the big boys are doing. The big boys are already doing it. We just found a way to plug in for you.
Boom. So this has been an awesome show. I think, future reference, this is what we're going to do when we have no guests. We're just going to practice our perfect webinar.
I like that.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you all, as always, for listening. Once again, if you are in the insurance industry, we would love to hear from you and see what you think. Other than that, don't forget to please subscribe to the show. If you wouldn't mind, we would greatly appreciate a subscribe, a rate, a review. Definitely come in and would help us out to rise up in those podcast rankings. If you want to be a guest on the show, insurancebrosshow.com/guest. Would love to hear from you, learn from you, and maybe help you find solutions to whatever it is that you've got going on. And the last thing, of course, is to follow me on all my social media at Insurance Bro Show. Thank you all for tuning in. You rock my socks. You have my heart. You
have a nice day. Thank you for tuning in to the Insurance Bro Show. James is the CEO of the Pipeline team of San Diego and is always in the market for top talent. If you're an agent looking for a place to hang your license, visit www.pipelineinsurance.com/agent opportunities or send an email to newagent@pipelineinsurance.com. Look for James on all social media at Insurance Bro